Yo, this is Zach Bradshaw, the Greensboro SEO Pro, and in this video, I'm going to help you make sure that you retain your most powerful Google Analytics data. So why is this data under threat? Well, earlier this year, GDPR made all these companies freak out, and Google used this as an opportunity to what I think is really cut some of their server costs. They included a feature like many of these platforms did that is a data retention based feature. That's what GDPR was all about, and makes it so that you can have more control over what data you save and what data you can delete. That's what GDPR was all about, so that user can come to you and say, hey, can you delete all the cookies you have for me or whatever else. And Google used that as a opportunity again, I think, to just cut server space. There's a couple other people that would agree with me, but they're collecting tons of data, and this change doesn't affect all of this basic data in here, all of your audience and acquisition behavior and conversion reports, and obviously they're adding to this stuff all the time, so it makes sense that they would make a change that may be able to let them get rid of a lot of data that they were just holding. That guys like me, I don't care about Google servers, so I'm just going to add more views, add more properties, add more goals, add more everything that then they're having to track, and essentially doing it for free. Obviously there's reasons that they offer this free product, but there's it makes sense from a business sense that they would make a change like this. So it's easy to change. You basically just go in here to admin. You'll need to do this at the property level for all of your accounts. So any properties you have in your different accounts, you'll need to make this change, and then you don't need to make it on a view level. So all the views you have within your properties will be good once you make this change. You just go to the tracking info, then down here to data retention, which makes sense considering this is a GDPR thing. You see the date that it went into effect was the GDPR date. They sent out some emails beforehand. Obviously, as an SEO pro, I'm always looking at Google stuff, always reading every bit of spam that they send. So I was able to come in here and change this ahead of time. But now, as I'm getting access to more Google Analytics accounts, as I look back at some of my former clients that I set up their Google Analytics for them, the automatic default is 26 months that they've set it to. So this is, one of my clients here right now. That I'm not an admin on this, so I haven't been able to just change this yet. But this video itself, I'll be sending this to this client, to my other clients, to former clients, to prospects, as I gain access to their Google Analytics and find this error within their account. It's not really an error, it's just something that Google changed for a default. But in my opinion, they should have made the default do not automatically expire, or at least 50 months. I mean, 26 months is plenty long, but it's something that affects especially your custom audiences and all of your cookied data, which is generally your most powerful retargeting data that you have. So they go on to say these controls do not affect most standard reporting, which is based on aggregated data. So again, like, these guys have data for like 10 years. Those basic stuff is not affected. Only the custom audiences, which I don't believe they have any set up, but this affects your ability to retarget people who have things in their carts, or that you've added other tags to them within your your remarketing list or custom audiences, whatever you're using to get those those 3-cent clicks that lead to $1,000 conversion. Some of the most powerful stuff that we can do in internet marketing, and it's best if it never expires, for the vast majority of us. So just a couple of things here. If you set this to do not automatically expire, this does not matter. But if you're setting it to a shorter timeline, like the 50 months, for example, if this is set to on, when you change that to 50 months, the moment that you change it to 50 months is when the 50 months starts. If you have this off, it'll be like a historical thing that's just like 50 months. It's a subtle change that, again, for most people it doesn't matter, because they'll just need to set it to do not automatically expire. Obviously an easy thing to fix, but it's your ability to do some of the most powerful things in your marketing. I anticipate that I'll see this with everybody. If you set up your website by yourself, if you had a web developer that made your website that's not focused on digital marketing, they're just building digital business cards essentially, not like a full marketing hub, then this is probably going to be your default setting. Again, Google made it the default setting, so unless somebody's coming back and telling you, or unless you're watching the SEO world diligently, you're not going to notice this thing here. And it's something that, fix this now, and 3 years from now, you're going to be glad that you did, because you'll have more than 26 months worth of cookie data and user identifiers, advertising identifiers. Again, pretty easy fix. But if you do have any questions, just go ahead and leave them below. I'll be sure to answer any comments. And I guess I need to go ahead and say all the stuff that I'm supposed to say, like, subscribe, whatever else. Shallow channel right now, but there'll be more tons more training content coming out soon. Let me know if let me know ways I can improve. Whatever else, I'm always down for feedback. And until the next time, peace.